Hi everybody. I think that you will find this next book to be fun to play. It's a fiddle book, but each fiddle song has a purpose, and those are also called etudes. When you play something that has a purpose, it's a study. But I've compiled these really nice fiddle tunes that I think you'll enjoy. They cover several new techniques which will then prepare you to begin to do the classical music. I happen to like fiddle music myself. There's a lot of it's part of our heritage. The country music, the Appalachian Mountains, that a lot of fiddlers came from, and a lot of them are really quite good. People may ask you, what's the difference between a violin and a fiddle? No difference. It's just the kind of music that you play. So it still looks like this. This video will cover the first three pieces in this book. The first one, Larry O'Gaff, and they have Irish influence too. Some of the fiddle songs among other countries, have very similar sound. Larry O'Gaff, if you'll look at the time signature at the beginning, this is different from what you've had before. The 6 over the 8 tells you that there are 6 counts in a measure, and now an 8th note gets 1 count. Before, the 4 on the bottom represented a quarter note that got 1 count. So now, completely shift gears and think of an 8th note as getting 1 count. So 6 counts in a measure, and an 8th note gets 1 count. Of course, look at the key signature, and you see that you have 2 sharps, your F sharp and your C sharp, putting you in the key of D. You'll start up bow, and I will not play the whole thing because I want to get all of this done on one video, but I'll get you started, and I think that's all you'll need from me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each 8th note getting 1 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right where I stopped is called an 8th rest. An 8th note got 1 count. An 8th rest gets 1 count. Looks like that little kind of a little tiny 7. Now, after you're really comfortable, go a little faster. And so on. So take it a little faster. Just relax your left hand and your right hand and just kind of keep it flowing. So I hope you enjoy that one. Take a look at the next one. This is called the double shuffle. I would start out with this. First of all, you'll notice slurs. Do it all with separate bows. That would be the easiest way to do it at the beginning. Okay? The notes that are bracketed together with 2 lines are called 16th notes. You have 4 16th notes bracketed together with 2 lines. Each 16th note gets 1 quarter of a count. That means that in 2, 4, you're back to a quarter note getting 1 count. You have 4 16th notes that equal 1 quarter note. So you could put 4 16th notes inside 1 quarter note, just like a pie. Cut it up into fourths. You have 1/4 would be a 16th note, and 4 of them would total the whole pie. So double shuffle. You have the time signature of 2, 4, 2 counts to a measure. A quarter note gets 1 count. So practice it like this first slowly. Now here it's low second finger because there's no sharp by that second finger on the E string. Notes, so 2 16th notes would fit in here. Then try it with a slur. that gives you an idea of the piece, and I think you'll be able to figure out the rest from there. So check your key signature at all times, and now, of course, check your time signature. The next piece, Captain Jinx. This is also in the same key, and you have 6/8 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counts in each measure. The thing that you'll learn from this, it's called double stops. Take a look at the third line down, and there's several, but just so it's easy for you to find, look at the last measure of the third line down. You'll see 2 notes at the same time. Okay? Play the lower note first, which is B on the A string, first finger. Then add the low second finger on the E string. And play them one at a time. B, G natural. Then together. Like that. That's all there is to it. And you have some, in the next couple lines down, you have an open A string. This is measure 18, open A string, and the F sharp. Together, like that. So it takes a little practice. I would just isolate those and just practice the double stops and then play it in the context. And I will play most of it for you. Double stop. Double stop. So that gives you the idea of how to execute the double stops. Again, isolate them, practice them alone, and then put it within the context. Notice also the 8th note gets 1 count, so now the quarter note gets 2 counts. So think about that. So you think about the key signature of the 8th note in relation to the quarter note. So this was a long video, but stick with this and enjoy it, and we have lots more to go in our fiddle book. Bye.